Aladdin and the Magic Lamp. Long ago, in a great city of China, there lived a poor tailor named Mustafa. He had a son named Aladdin. Aladdin was young, lively, and handsome, but he did not like to work. He often played in the streets instead of helping his father. Mustafa tried to teach him the tailor's trade, but Aladdin would not listen. Before long, Mustafa became ill and died. After that, Aladdin lived alone with his mother. His mother spun cotton to earn a little money, but they were very poor. Far away in Africa, there lived a powerful magician. By his magic, he learned that a wonderful lamp was hidden deep under the earth. The lamp could only be taken by one boy. That boy was Aladdin. So the magician traveled all the way to China to find him. One day, the magician saw Aladdin playing in the street. The magician went to Aladdin, hugged him, and pretended to cry.
My dear boy, I am your uncle, your father's brother.
Aladdin was surprised because he had never heard of this uncle.
Take this to your mother. Tell her that your uncle has returned.
Aladdin ran home and told his mother everything. His mother was doubtful.
As far as I know, your father had no brother.
But when the magician came to their house, he spoke warmly of Mustafa. He said he had been away for many years. He promised to help Aladdin become a rich merchant. At last, Aladdin and his mother believed him. The next day, the magician bought Aladdin fine new clothes.
Come with me, nephew. I will show you beautiful gardens outside the city.
Aladdin gladly followed him. They walked far beyond the city walls. They crossed fields, stones, and lonely hills. At last, they came to a quiet place between the mountains. Aladdin grew tired and asked,
Uncle, where are the gardens?
Be patient. We are almost there.
Then he gathered dry sticks and made a fire. He threw magic powder into the flames and spoke strange words. Suddenly, the earth shook. A large flat stone appeared on the ground. In the middle of the stone was a brass ring. Aladdin was frightened and stepped back. The magician caught him and said,
Do not be afraid. This ring will protect you. Lift the stone and go down.
Aladdin lifted the stone. Under it was a dark opening with steps leading down.
Go down the stairs. You will pass through 3 halls filled with gold and silver. Do not touch anything there or you will die. At the end, you will find a garden. Beyond the garden, there is a terrace. On the terrace, you will find an old lamp.
And then what happened?
Put out the flame, pour out the oil, and bring the lamp to me.
I understand.
Aladdin went down into the cave. He passed through halls full of treasure. Gold, silver, and jewels shone all around him. But he remembered the magician's warning and touched nothing. Then he came to a wonderful garden. The trees were covered with bright fruits. Some were red, some were green, some were blue, and some were white. Aladdin did not know they were precious jewels. He thought they were only beautiful fruits. So he filled his pockets with them. At last, he reached the terrace. There he found the old lamp. He put out the flame, poured out the oil, and hid the lamp inside his clothes. Then he hurried back to the cave entrance.
Uncle, help me out.
Give me the lamp first.
Help me out first. Then I will give it to you.
The magician became angry.
Give me the lamp!
The magician flew into a rage. He threw more powder into the fire and spoke another spell. The stone closed over the cave. Aladdin was trapped underground in darkness. He cried for help, but no one answered. After a long time, he clasped his hands in despair. As he did, he rubbed the ring on his finger. Suddenly, a great spirit appeared.
What do you wish? I am the slave of the ring.
Take me out of this place!
In a moment, Aladdin found himself above the ground. He was weak, hungry, and frightened. Slowly, he returned home to his mother. His mother was overjoyed to see him alive. Aladdin told her everything. Then he showed her the old lamp and the bright fruits from the garden. They did not know the fruits were jewels. They had no food in the house. So Aladdin's mother said,
I will clean this old lamp and sell it.
She rubbed the lamp with a cloth. At once, a huge genie appeared before them.
What is your command? I am the slave of the lamp.
Bring us something to eat.
The genie disappeared and returned with rich food on silver dishes. From that day on, Aladdin and his mother no longer starved. They sold some of the silver dishes and lived more comfortably. One day, Aladdin saw Princess Bad al-Budda, the daughter of the Sultan. She was so beautiful that he could not forget her. He said to his mother,
I wish to marry the princess.
My son, we are poor people. How can you ask to marry the Sultan's daughter?
But Aladdin would not give up. He asked his mother to take the shining jewels to the Sultan as a gift. Aladdin's mother placed the jewels in a fine dish and went to the palace. When the Sultan saw the jewels, he was amazed. He had never seen anything so beautiful. Aladdin's mother asked that the princess might marry her son. The Sultan was pleased with the jewels, but the Grand Vizier wanted the princess to marry his own son. So the Sultan delayed his answer. Later, the Sultan planned to give the princess to the Vizier's son. Aladdin was very upset. With the help of the lamp, he stopped that marriage. At last, the Sultan remembered his promise. He agreed that Aladdin could marry Princess Bad al-Budda. Aladdin rubbed the lamp and called the genie. He asked for fine clothes, horses, servants, and rich gifts for the Sultan. The Sultan was pleased with him. Then Aladdin asked the genie to build a palace opposite the Sultan's palace. In one night, a magnificent palace rose from the ground. It had shining halls, beautiful windows, gardens, fountains, and rich carpets. Aladdin married Princess Bad al-Budda. They lived together in the wonderful palace. But far away in Africa, the magician learned that Aladdin had escaped. He also learned that Aladdin had the wonderful lamp. The magician was furious. He returned to China and found Aladdin's palace. Then he bought many new lamps and walked through the streets.
New lamps for old. New lamps for old.
The people laughed at him. Who would trade a new lamp for an old one? But inside Aladdin's palace, one servant heard the cry. She saw the old lamp and thought it was ugly. The princess did not know the secret of the lamp. So the servant exchanged the old lamp for a new one. Now the magician had the lamp. He rubbed it at once. The genie of the lamp appeared.
Carry Aladdin's palace with the princess inside to Africa.
In an instant, the palace vanished from China. It appeared far away in Africa. The next morning, the Sultan looked out and saw that the palace was gone. His daughter was gone too. The Sultan was furious. He ordered Aladdin to bring back the princess within 40 days or die. Aladdin was heartbroken. He did not know where the palace had gone. As he wandered in sorrow, he rubbed the magic ring. The genie of the ring appeared.
Bring back my palace and the princess.
That is beyond my power. I cannot command the genie of the lamp. But I can take you to the palace.
Then take me there at once.
In a moment, Aladdin stood in Africa beneath the princess' window. The princess saw him and was filled with joy. She told him how the magician had stolen the lamp. She also said that the magician always kept the lamp with him. He gave the princess a sleeping powder. That evening, the princess invited the magician to dine with her. She spoke kindly to him and pretended not to fear him. The magician was delighted. He thought the princess had begun to like him. When he drank from his cup, the sleeping powder was inside. Soon, the magician fell into a deep sleep. Then Aladdin came in. He took the lamp from the magician. Then Aladdin killed the wicked African magician. He rubbed the lamp and called the genie. "Carry the palace and all in it back to China," said Aladdin. The genie obeyed. In an instant, the palace returned to its old place. When the Sultan saw his daughter again, he was overjoyed. He forgave Aladdin and welcomed him with honor. For a time, all was peaceful. But the dead magician had a younger brother. This younger brother was also a magician. He was even more cunning and wicked than his brother. When he learned that his brother had been killed, he swore revenge. He traveled secretly to China. In the city, he heard of a holy woman named Fatima. Everyone respected her. The magician's brother found Fatima and killed her. Then he dressed himself in her clothes. He disguised himself as the holy woman. Soon, the false Fatima was brought into Aladdin's palace. The princess welcomed her kindly. The false Fatima walked through the palace and praised its beauty. Then she said,
This palace is perfect in every way, except for one thing. If only a roc's egg hung from the great dome, no palace in the world would equal this one.
The princess believed her. Aladdin came home. She told him what Fatima had said. Aladdin wanted to please the princess. So he rubbed the lamp and asked the genie to bring a roc's egg. At these words, the genie became angry.
Do you know what you ask? This wish is a trap. The woman who advised it is not Fatima. She is the brother of the African Magint, disguised to destroy you.
Aladdin understood the danger. The next day, he went to the false Fatima. He pretended to ask for her blessing. But when the disguised magician came close, Aladdin called the genie from the lamp. Then he made the genie obey him. So the last enemy was defeated. After that, no one troubled Aladdin again. He lived with Princess Bad al-Budda in honor and happiness. He cared for his mother. He served the Sultan faithfully. And the wonderful lamp remained safely in his keeping. When the Sultan grew old, he gave the throne to Aladdin. In the end, Aladdin became a great king.